Listen carefully, for this is not a moment to take lightly. The heavens are moving in your favor, and I have commanded my angels to deliver this message to you without delay. A transfer of wealth is being prepared, a payment beyond imagination, and today the door opens before you. Do not turn away, for if you ignore this word, the blessing will pass you by, and another will claim what was meant for you. This is your appointed time, your divine opportunity, and I, the Lord your God, am warning you. Choose to believe or choose to miss it forever. My child, I send this urgent message to awaken your spirit. The angels stand ready with scrolls in their hands, declaring your financial freedom. For too long, the enemy has whispered lies of lack, convincing you that prosperity is beyond your reach. But I am tearing down the barriers, and I am calling forth abundance that will strike your life in ways you never expected. An unexpected payment, prepared in secret, is being released into your path. Today, the heavens decree it, and my word will not return empty. If you receive this message with faith, the door will open before you, and what has been delayed will suddenly be delivered. Hear me now, for the moment is urgent, and the message cannot be delayed. I, the Lord your God, speak through the voice of my angels to reach you at this exact hour. The heavens have aligned to release what was hidden, a treasure prepared long before you were even aware of it. This is no ordinary day. This is no ordinary word. A divine transfer has been declared, a payment that carries weight in both the spiritual and natural realm. I have assigned angels of provision to carry this message to you so that you will not miss what I have appointed for your life. But know this, if you ignore my voice, if you turn away from the urgency of this word, you will forfeit what has been destined for you. The enemy waits eagerly to steal, to deceive, to rob you of the wealth I have released. Do not let your doubt silence your destiny. Today is the day of awakening. Today is the day of release. Today is the day I command you to step into abundance. My child, I speak to your spirit with fire and with truth. The angels have gone forth, carrying a decree sealed in my authority. They circle around you even now, whispering, announcing, proclaiming that change is here. For too long you have labored under the weight of insufficiency, believing that breakthrough was for others, but never for you. For too long, your hands have been tied by worry, and your nights have been filled with silent cries of frustration. But I, the Lord your God, have seen your tears, and I have heard your prayers. I have counted every moment of lack, every hour of waiting, and now I declare that the season of waiting ends. An unexpected payment is being positioned into your life. It will not come from where you expect, nor in the way you imagine, but it will come by my hand. For I am the God who uses the foolish to confound the wise, and I am the God who turns nothing into overflow. Do not measure this blessing by the standards of men, for what I release cannot be contained by human calculation. What is about to strike your life will silence the voice of every enemy and lift you into a dimension of provision you have never known before. But hear me clearly. The key to unlocking this blessing is your faith. If you believe, the door will swing wide. If you doubt, the door will remain closed. It is your response that determines what is released. Therefore, I call you to act in faith right now. Declare with your mouth and with your fingers. Write in the comments, I believe in God's provision. Write, I receive this blessing. Write, I trust the Lord with my life. For every word you declare in faith becomes a seed planted in the soil of heaven, and I will water that seed with favor. This is your prophetic test, my child. Step forward in boldness. Do not remain silent. Your words will open the gates, and the angels will move on your behalf. I am watching to see who believes and who will act. The sound of heaven. My child, open your spirit, for there is a sound that only those who walk by faith can hear. It is not the sound of the world. It is not the noise of fear, nor the echo of doubt. It is the sound of heaven, ringing like a trumpet, announcing that your season of lack is ending. Listen carefully. The angels of provision are not silent. They are speaking. They are proclaiming. Their voices are being released into the atmosphere of your life even now. Where you once heard only silence, now you will begin to sense the vibrations of heaven, aligning circumstances in your favor. For the sound of heaven is the evidence of what I, the Lord, am about to do for you. When the waters parted for my people, there was a sound. When the walls of Jericho fell, there was a sound. When the Spirit descended in power, there was a sound from heaven like a rushing mighty wind. And now, in your life, there is a sound of release, a sound of doors opening, a sound of chains breaking, a sound of wealth transferring into your hands. Do not ignore this sound, for the enemy wants to drown it out with the noise of fear, with the whispers of, "It will never happen for you." But I declare, silence the voice of doubt and tune your ear to the voice of heaven. For the sound you hear is the announcement that the blessing is already on its way. This sound carries your name. This sound carries your promise. This sound carries the weight of a payment that will strike your life in unexpected power. And if you receive this sound with faith, you will see it manifest in your reality. Now, I call you to act prophetically. Do not remain passive, for faith without action is dead. Write in the comments, "I hear the sound of heaven." Write, "The angels are announcing my breakthrough." Write, "My abundance is on the way." For as you write, you align your words with the sound of heaven, and the angels record your declaration. They carry it as a testimony before my throne, and I, the Lord, honor the words spoken in faith. Child, lift your heart and declare with boldness. The sound of heaven is not distant. It is here. It is now. It is for you. And it is the confirmation that today, yes, today, the payment of blessing is being released into your life. My child, hear me with clarity. Before you stands a door that no man can shut. This is not a door of human invention. This is not an opportunity that comes by chance. This is the very door that I, the Lord your God, have carved into the fabric of time for your sake. For many seasons, you have walked through hallways that seemed endless. You have knocked on doors that never opened. You have stood before opportunities that looked promising, only to watch them vanish in disappointment. But now I declare, the waiting ends, the wandering ceases, the frustration breaks. For the door that I open cannot be closed by the hand of man, the schemes of the enemy, or the weight of circumstance. This door is a door of provision. Behind it lies the payment that heaven has ordained for you. Behind it lies the abundance that will silence your enemies. Behind it lies the restoration of what was stolen, delayed, and denied. I say unto you, I am the God of open doors. When I open, none can close. When I release, none can restrain. The enemy has tried to place locks upon your destiny, but my hand breaks every chain. The adversary has tried to build walls around your inheritance, but my power shatters every barrier. You must not only see the door, you must walk through it. Faith is the key that unlocks the way forward. Obedience is the step that carries you across the threshold. Do not hesitate, for hesitation is the thief of destiny. Move now, believe now, declare now. And I call you to action in this very moment. Write in the comments, the door of heaven is open for me. Write, no enemy can close what God has opened. Write, I step into my season of provision. Every word you declare is a prophetic act. Every sentence you write is a testimony of faith. The angels of provision are recording your declarations, and they carry them like golden scrolls before my throne. I see every comment, every statement, every seed of faith planted by your words. And as you declare, the door swings wider, the chains fall faster, and the blessing draws nearer. My child, do not fear. This door is not small. It does not lead to scraps or to leftovers. It opens to a room of abundance. overflowing with provision prepared long before you even knew you would need it. I am the Lord who provides. I am the Lord who opens. And today, before your very eyes, the door stands open. Step through it in faith. Do not look back. Do not question. Do not delay. This is your moment, your hour, your divine entrance into the blessing that has been spoken over your life. The prophetic value, 397 million, my child. Do not think it strange that I have placed before you a number so vast, so beyond imagination, 397 million. For I am the God of signs and wonders, and nothing I release is without meaning. This number is not random. It is not coincidence. It is a prophetic symbol, a heavenly code that carries the weight of abundance. I remind you that I am the Lord who multiplied 5 loaves and 2 fish to feed multitudes. I am the Lord who caused water to flow from the rock in the desert. I am the Lord who filled the nets of my disciples until they broke with overflow. I have always worked in ways that defy calculation, in amounts that human reasoning cannot contain. The number 397 million represents more than currency. It represents overflow. It represents a blessing so great that generations will feel its impact. It represents a shift so powerful that the very atmosphere of your life will change. 3 stands for divine completion, the fullness of Father, Son, and Spirit. 9 represents finality, the end of struggle, and the birthing of a new chapter. 7 represents perfection, the signature of heaven upon all I do. When combined, these numbers declare this truth. Your time of lack has reached its conclusion, and I am perfecting my plan of abundance in your life. But know this, my child, the number itself will not transform your life unless faith takes hold of it. Faith turns numbers into testimony. Faith turns promises into reality. Faith turns unseen declarations into tangible provision. Do not dismiss this as fantasy, for the enemy wants you to laugh, to doubt, to turn away. But I say, believe, and you shall see the hand of the Lord manifest. This number is a sign that I am not giving you a small blessing, but a blessing that shakes the very foundation of your life. It will silence the voice of poverty. It will cancel the debts that have weighed upon you. It will prove that I am Jehovah Jireh, the God who provides. Now, my child, I call you to prophetic action once more. Write in the comments, 397 million is my prophetic sign. Seeth, write, I receive overflow beyond measure. Write, God's abundance is sealed over my life. Each declaration is not mere text. It is faith in motion. It is a spiritual transaction. As you write, you are aligning with heaven's code of abundance. The angels record your faith and release what is already written in the scroll of your destiny. Do not hesitate. Do not allow doubt to keep your hands still. This number is your reminder that I am not a God of scarcity, but of overflow. Receive it, declare it, believe it, and watch as I, the Lord your God, transform the invisible into reality before your eyes. The enemy wants to steal my child. Hear me with seriousness, for I must warn you of the adversary's schemes. The blessing has been prepared. The payment has been released. The door has been opened. But the enemy, the thief of souls, the liar from the beginning, waits eagerly to rob you of what I have placed into your hands. Do not be blind. He comes not with open violence, but with subtle whispers. He will say, this message is not for you. He will say, it is impossible, too great, too far beyond what you deserve. He will try to drown your faith in doubt, to bury your hope in fear, to cover your vision with unbelief. For the enemy knows this truth. He cannot close the door I have opened. He cannot cancel the decree I have spoken. He cannot stop the angels I have assigned. But if he can persuade you to stop believing, he will cause you to walk away from the blessing already within your reach. This is why I speak to you with urgency. Do not let the enemy's lies take root. Do not surrender to fear. Do not believe the voice that tells you, it is too late for you. It will never happen for you. For I am the God of now. And I say to you, today is the day of release. Consider how the enemy came against my servants in the past. He tried to stop Joseph with betrayal and prison. He tried to silence David with giants and enemies. He tried to destroy Job with loss and suffering. Yet in every case, I turned the plan of the enemy into the stage for greater blessing. The same shall be with you. The same power that restored them shall restore you. Child, this is your warning. Guard your heart. The enemy will come through thoughts, through people, even through sudden fear. But I say unto you, resist him, and he will flee. Lift up the shield of faith, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Now act with boldness, for faith must not remain silent. Write in the comments, the enemy will not steal my blessing. Write, I reject every lie of doubt. Write, what God has opened, no one can shut. Every time you declare these words, you are striking the enemy down. Every sentence you type is a sword of the Spirit, cutting through the lies of darkness. The angels are watching, and they are fighting on your behalf even now. They record your declaration, and they strengthen the walls of protection around the promise I have given you. Do not delay. Do not wait for a safer moment. This is the moment to fight with your words, to declare your faith, to silence the enemy with your voice. For I, the Lord your God, am with you, and I will not allow the enemy to prevail over my children who believe. Stand firm, my child. Hold fast to my promise. The thief may come to steal, kill, and destroy, but I have come that you may have life, and life more abundantly. The payment is coming. The blessing is near. The inheritance is yours. Do not let the enemy take what I have placed in your hands. The test of faith. My child, understand this truth. Before every blessing, there is a test. Before every breakthrough, there is a trial. Before every crown, there is a cross. And now, as the payment of abundance approaches your life, I must prepare you for the greatest test you will ever face, the test of faith. Faith is not mere words. Faith is not a shallow hope. Faith is the fire that refuses to die, even when the winds of doubt blow strong. Faith is the courage to declare what your eyes cannot yet see. Faith is the choice to trust me when circumstances scream the opposite. I tell you plainly, your faith will be tested. The enemy will whisper that this promise is too great, that this word cannot be real. Your own mind may rise up with questions, saying, how could this happen for me? Why would I be chosen? But hear me, my child. Faith does not ask, how? Faith declares, God said it, and I believe it. Consider Abraham, who was promised a son in his old age. Every fact, every circumstance, every visible sign declared it was impossible. But Abraham chose faith over fear, and his faith was counted as righteous. Consider Noah, who built an ark when the skies were clear, because he trusted my word above the laughter of men. Consider Peter, who stepped out of the boat, walking upon the waters because his eyes were fixed on me. The test of faith is not meant to break you. It is meant to reveal you. It shows what is in your heart. It separates those who believe from those who only speak. It opens the door for angels to act on behalf of the faithful. This is your test, my child. The payment is near. The blessing is ready. But will you believe? Will you silence the doubts? Will you walk by faith and not by sight? I call you now to declare your faith openly. Do not keep silent. Do not hide your belief. Type it, write it, proclaim it, and let heaven record it. Write in the comments, my faith is unshakable. Write, I choose belief over doubt. Write, by faith, I receive my blessing. Do not underestimate the power of your words. Every declaration is a weapon forged in the fire of faith. Every sentence you write is a testimony that the enemy cannot erase. Every word becomes a seed planted in heavenly soil, watered by my Spirit, destined to grow into a harvest of abundance. Child, the test of faith is here. Do not fail it. Do not waver. Stand strong. Speak boldly. Declare without fear. For when you prove your faith, the angels are loosed, the heavens open, and the blessing flows without hindrance. The enemy trembles when he sees your faith. Hell shakes when it hears your declaration, and heaven rejoices, for faith is the currency that moves my hand. Do not delay. Pass the test. Declare your faith now, for this is the moment when your future is decided, not by what you feel, not by what you see, but by what you choose to believe. Today is the day, my child. Hear me with trembling reverence. Not tomorrow, not next week, not someday. I, the Lord your God, declare that today is the day. Today is the appointed hour. Today is the moment that heaven has written in your destiny. You stand at the edge of a divine intersection, where time meets eternity, where promises step into reality, where prayers become answers. Do not say in your heart, I will wait and see. Do not say, perhaps this will happen later. For hesitation is the enemy of blessing. Delay is the thief of destiny. The window is open now, and what you do in this moment determines what unfolds in your life. Think of Israel at the Red Sea. The waters did not part until Moses stretched forth his staff in that very hour. Think of Joshua before Jericho. The walls did not fall until the people shouted, at the exact moment I commanded. Think of the blind man who cried out to my son. He did not wait for a better time. He cried, Son of David, have mercy on me. In that moment, and he received sight. I tell you this with urgency. Your blessing is not waiting for tomorrow. Your breakthrough is not scheduled for another year. It is here. It is now. It is today. But the enemy whispers, there is no rush. You can respond later. That is a lie. For if you delay, the blessing will pass to another. If you turn away, the appointed moment will close. Do not miss what I, the Lord, have placed in your path for this day. Today is the day of payment. Today is the day of abundance. Today is the day of the unexpected release. The angels are already moving. The scroll has already been sealed. The decree has already gone forth from my throne. Child, you must act in faith now. Speak it. Declare it. Proclaim it with boldness. Write in the comments, today is my day. Write, the blessing is released now. Write, I will not delay. I receive it today. Situpur. As you declare, you are proving to heaven that you are ready, that you are not asleep, that you recognize the urgency of this divine moment. Every declaration in this hour is like striking a hammer against the gate of heaven. And with every strike, the gate opens wider until the blessing pours forth. Do not let this moment slip through your fingers. Do not look back with regret, saying, if only I had believed, if only I had acted. This is why I speak with urgency, because heaven's clock has struck, and this is your hour. Today is the day I turn lack into abundance. Today is the day I silence the enemy with provision. Today is the day I prove myself faithful in your life. Stand firm, act now, declare boldly, for I am the Lord your God, and I declare to you, this is your day, the angel of provision. My child, lift your eyes to the unseen realm, for you are not alone in this battle. Even now, my angel of provision stands near you. He is clothed in garments of light, carrying in his hands the scroll of your blessing, the record of your inheritance, the decree of abundance written in heaven's ink. This angel has been assigned to you by my command. He does not move by human will. He does not respond to the voice of doubt. He responds to my word and to the faith that comes forth from your lips. Do not think this is strange, for I have always sent my angels to carry provision. It was an angel that led Israel through the desert. It was an angel that shut the mouths of lions for Daniel. It was an angel that brought bread and water to Elijah when his strength had failed. And now, my child, it is an angel that comes to deliver provision into your life. This angel carries keys, keys that unlock doors of finance, keys that unlock doors of opportunity, keys that open gates of favor. He moves through the unseen, shifting circumstances, influencing hearts, aligning moments, so that what I have spoken over you will come to pass. Do not underestimate his presence, for he is mighty in strength, swift in obedience, and relentless in completing the assignment I have given him. But know this, the angel of provision moves in response to faith. If you speak doubt, he cannot act. If you remain silent, he will stand waiting. But when you declare in faith, when you align your words with my promise, the angel is loosed to act without hindrance. Child, your words are not empty. They are the weapons that activate heaven's army. They are the trumpet sound that sends angels forth like arrows into the earth. This is why I call you again, to declare with boldness, to write with courage, to speak with faith. Write in the comments, the angel of provision is working for me. Write, I release my blessing through faith. Write, God's messenger is delivering my abundance. As you write, you are not typing letters. You are releasing commands into the atmosphere. You are aligning with heaven's order, and the angel of provision takes your words as signals to move faster, to push harder, to deliver sooner. Child, the angel is near. He is not far away. He is not delayed. He stands ready, waiting for your faith to give him permission to move. Do not let fear tie his hands. Do not let silence hold him back. Declare, and he will fly. Speak, and he will act. Write, and he will deliver. For I, the Lord your God, have released him for your sake. And just as surely as I sent angels to guard my servants in generations past, so I send this angel of provision to you today. Trust, declare, believe, for he carries in his hands the very payment that will transform your life. Signs on your path. My child, do not walk blind, for I have not left you without confirmation. When I release a blessing, I also release signs upon your path, so that you will know my hand is moving. These signs are not accidents. They are not coincidences. They are heavenly markers, guiding you, reassuring you, reminding you that the abundance is near. Have you not noticed the sudden thoughts of hope that rise within you? That is a sign. Have you not seen unexpected opportunities begin to appear? That is a sign. Have you not felt an inner stirring, as though something great is about to break forth? That is a sign. The world will call them luck, chance, or random events. But I, the Lord your God, tell you, they are my signals. They are my fingerprints. They are the whispers of heaven telling you, stay the course, for the breakthrough is near. When Joseph was in prison, he saw signs of favor in the eyes of those who ruled over him. When Ruth gathered in the fields, she found signs of provision in the handfuls left behind for her. When Elijah prayed for rain, he saw the sign of a cloud no larger than a man's hand, and that small sign carried the weight of a mighty storm. So it is with you. Do not despise small signs. Do not overlook little confirmation, for even the smallest whisper is proof that I am moving. Your spirit knows when a sign appears. It may come through a word spoken at the right time. It may come through an open door you did not expect. It may come through a sudden idea, a dream, or a vision. Pay attention, my child, for I am speaking to you through these signs, assuring you that the blessing is already in motion. But do not remain silent. Every sign requires a response of faith. Every sign is a call to declare, to align, to believe. Write in the comments, I see the signs of my breakthrough. Write, God is confirming my abundance. Write, the signs of heaven are clear before me. As you declare these words, you honor the signs I have placed upon your path. You acknowledge my hand at work, and the angels take these declarations as evidence of your faith, pressing forward with greater speed to deliver what I have promised. Now, my child, there is one more act of faith I call you to in this moment. Just as you write words of belief, I ask you to sow a seed of faith as a prophetic act. Use the super thanks below as a declaration that you trust me with your resources, that you are sowing into the promise I have spoken over your life. For every seed released in faith becomes a testimony that cannot be erased. And I, the Lord your God, honor every act of obedience. Declare it, write it, sow it. For the signs are clear, the blessing is near, and today is the day of release. My child, listen carefully. The greatest key I place in your hand is not wealth itself, but trust. For money without trust will slip through your fingers. Opportunities without trust will fade away. Blessings without trust will become burdens, but when you trust in me fully, every blessing I release will be secured, multiplied, and preserved in your life. Trust is not partial. Trust is not sometimes. Trust is not believing when everything looks easy. True trust is faith that stands even when your eyes see the opposite. It is resting in my promise when logic screams that it cannot happen. It is choosing to lean on my word instead of your own understanding. I remind you of my servant Abraham. He trusted me enough to leave his homeland with no map, no guarantee, no plan, but my word. I remind you of Moses, who trusted me enough to raise his staff before the sea, not knowing how the waters would part. I remind you of the widow of Zarephath, who trusted me enough to give her last portion of oil and flour, and I turned her nothing into an endless supply. So it is with you. I do not ask you to understand. I do not ask you to calculate. I ask you to trust, for trust is the key that unlocks what no man can unlock. Trust is the key that silences the enemy. Trust is the key that looses the angel of provision to move without restraint. The enemy wants to poison your heart with doubt, to tell you, God will not do it for you. But I, the Lord your God, tell you, if you trust me, you will see wonders. If you trust me, I will silence the mouths that mock you. If you trust me, I will pour out abundance in such measure that your testimony will shake nations. Now, my child, I call you once again to act in faith. Do not remain silent. Let your trust be seen. Let your trust be written. Let your trust be declared. Write in the comments, I put my full trust in God. Write, trust is my key to abundance. Write, I trust God with everything. As you write, you are not only making a statement, you are opening a gate. Your trust becomes the sound that heaven responds to. Your words rise like incense before my throne, and I, the Lord, honor every declaration of trust with action. And now, I call you to another step of trust, a prophetic act that seals your faith. Sow a seed of gratitude. Use the super thanks below, not as a payment for blessing, but as a declaration of your trust in me. As Abraham laid his offering, as the widow poured her oil, as my servants gave their first fruits, so too do I call you to act in faith. For every seed you release in trust becomes a testimony written in heaven, and I return it to you pressed down, shaken together, and running over. My child, trust me. Trust me with your future. Trust me with your resources. Trust me with your life. For trust is the key that unlocks the vaults of heaven. And today, as you trust, I will open them before you, activating the promise. My child, hear this truth and hold it in your heart. A promise, no matter how powerful, remains still until it is activated. A seed, no matter how full of life, remains buried unless planted. A door, no matter how wide, will not be crossed unless you walk through it. So it is with my word to you. I have spoken abundance. I have decreed provision. I have released angels on your behalf. But the promise does not come alive until your faith activates it. Faith is not silent. Faith is not passive. Faith does not simply wait. It moves, it declares, it speaks, it acts. When you open your mouth to declare my word, you are breathing life into what I have already written over you. When you align your words with my promise, you are giving permission for heaven to manifest on earth. Do you not remember how creation began? The earth was void, without form, until I said, "Let there be light." The power was always mine, but the word spoken activated the reality. So too must you speak. So too must you declare. So too must you activate the promise that I have placed before you. Child, understand this. The angels assigned to your life are waiting. They hold the scroll of your blessing. They carry the keys to your breakthrough. But they move only when you speak words of faith. They do not respond to silence. They do not respond to fear. They respond to faith-filled declarations. This is why I call you now to activate the promise by speaking, by writing, by declaring with boldness. Write in the comments, I activate God's promise over my life. Write, my words unlock my blessing. Write, by faith, I release my abundance. As you write, you are not typing in vain. Every word becomes a living seed. Every declaration shakes the unseen realm. Every sentence calls the angel of provision into action. Do not withhold your declaration. Do not allow the enemy to silence your voice. Your promise must be activated, and you are the one chosen to activate it. And now I call you to seal this activation with an act of faith. Just as your words activate the spiritual, your actions confirm it. Use the super thanks as a prophetic seed, declaring, Lord, I believe, I activate, I trust. For when you act in faith, when you sow in trust, when you declare with boldness, the heavens open wider, and the promise flows with unstoppable force. This is your hour, my child. Speak it, write it, sow it, activate the promise, and watch as what was once invisible becomes undeniable in your life. Comments of power. My child, listen carefully. What you write is not small. What you declare is not meaningless. The world may see letters on a screen, but I, the Lord your God, see faith written in the heavens. Your comments are not ordinary. They are prophetic. Every word you release in faith carries weight in eternity. Do not underestimate this act. When you type, when you declare, when you confess with your hands as well as your lips, you are planting seeds into the soil of my kingdom, and every seed of faith grows into a harvest of blessing. Consider this truth. When my servant David spoke words of praise in the wilderness, angels recorded them, and those words became psalms that strengthened generations. When the prophets declared my words aloud, the earth shifted, kingdoms rose and fell, and destinies were sealed. When my son declared, it is finished, heaven and earth shook, and salvation was released for all mankind. Words carry power. Declarations carry authority. And even in the comments you write now, I move. This is why I call you to write boldly, without hesitation, without shame, for the angels are watching. They record your faith. They gather your words like offerings upon golden scrolls, bringing them before my throne as testimony of your belief. Child, do not remain silent. Every time you write, the enemy loses ground. Every time you declare, the chains break faster. Every time you confess, the blessing moves closer. Now I command you, write in the comments. Write, my words carry power. Write, every comment I write is a seed of faith. Write, I declare abundance over my life. As you write, know this. You are not only blessing yourself, you are also planting words that inspire others. Your declaration becomes their confirmation. Your faith becomes their encouragement. And together, my children lift a sound that the enemy cannot silence. And now, seal your declaration with an act of gratitude. Just as you write words of faith, show actions of faith. Use the super thanks as a prophetic testimony that you trust me not only with your voice, but with your resources. For I see every seed, I record every act, and I return it multiplied into your life. My child, remember this forever. Your words are not empty. Your comments are not ignored. Every declaration rises before me. Every statement shakes the unseen. Every seed of faith bears fruit. Write, declare, act. Your words are power, and I will honor them. The supernatural movement. My child, hear me well. When faith is spoken, heaven does not remain silent. When you declare, when you believe, when you act, there is a supernatural movement that begins to unfold around you. You may not see it with your natural eyes at first, but in the unseen realm, everything shifts. The moment you write words of faith, angels rise to carry them like arrows of light. The moment you act in trust, invisible barriers begin to fall. The moment you align with my word, what was delayed is pushed forward. What was locked is broken open. What was denied is released. Do you not remember when Paul and Silas prayed in the prison? They sang songs of faith in the midnight hour. And though the world saw nothing at first, the heavens shook. Chains fell, doors flew open, and and freedom came suddenly. That was the supernatural movement, and so it is for you. Every declaration in your comments is a chain-breaking sound. Every word typed in faith is a vibration shaking the foundations of limitation. Every act of trust releases the supernatural into your path. Child, I am telling you now, the movement has already begun. The enemy senses it and trembles. The atmosphere around you shifts. The very ground of your life quakes under the weight of heaven's answer. For the promise is no longer far away. It is breaking into your reality. But do not grow silent now. Do not stop declaring. Do not withdraw when you are this close to manifestation. Write in the comments, the supernatural is moving for me. Write, chains are breaking in my life. Write, heaven is shifting everything in my favor. As you write, you are aligning yourself with the movement. You are not a spectator. You are a participant. You are not waiting for something to happen. You are activating what is already happening. And now, my child, I call you to seal this supernatural moment with an offering of gratitude. Use the super thanks below as a prophetic step, declaring to me, I recognize the movement of heaven, and I sow into it. For every act of giving in faith is a signal to heaven that you are ready to receive more. As the widow gave her last, I multiplied it. As the boy gave his loaves and fish, I expanded it to feed multitudes. So too will I multiply what you place in my hands. Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let doubt silence your faith. Speak, write, sow, for the supernatural is already moving. And I, the Lord your God, will complete the work I have begun in you. The heavens are shifting. The angels are moving. The blessing is descending. It is no longer delayed. It is no longer distant. It is here. It is now. And it is breaking forth in supernatural power. My child, listen to me with attention. What you choose to share, you choose to multiply. Every word you release does not end with you. It travels, it grows, it touches lives you may never see. And in my kingdom, what you sow in the lives of others always returns multiplied into your own. Do not think lightly of sharing this message, for when you share, you are not merely pressing a button. You are scattering seeds of faith across the earth. You are spreading my word to those who need it. You are extending the sound of heaven into places of despair. You are carrying the flame of promise into the darkness where others wait in silence. Did I not say, those who sow generously will reap generously? Did I not declare, give, and it shall be given unto you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over? Child, sharing is sowing, and what you sow today will come back into your life tomorrow in ways greater than you can imagine. Think of the little boy who gave his loaves and fish. He did not keep them hidden. He released them, and in my hands they fed thousands. Think of the woman who poured out her perfume upon my son. She did not keep it for herself. She shared it, and her act of faith has been remembered through generations. So too with you. When you share this word, you are saying, Lord, I trust you enough to let this promise flow through me. And as it flows through you, it also flows back to you with increase. Do not keep the blessing hidden. Do not silence the word that has touched your heart. Let it go forth like rivers of living water, and you will find that the river never runs dry. Now I call you to act boldly. Write in the comments, I will share God's word. Write, sharing is my seed of faith. Write, as I share, my harvest multiplies. And as you write, do not stop there. Take a step of faith and share this very message with someone who needs hope, who needs faith, who needs the touch of heaven. For when you share, you are planting in their life, and I, the Lord, will not forget the seed you have sown. And now, seal your act of sharing with an act of gratitude. Use the super thanks below as a double seed, one that blesses the work of my kingdom and one that multiplies abundance in your own life. For every seed you sow, through your words, through your sharing, through your giving, returns to you in multiplied form. Child, the principle is eternal. What you sow, you reap. What you release, you receive. What you share, I multiply. Therefore, do not hesitate. Share boldly, write boldly, sow boldly. For in your obedience, you unlock blessings that no enemy can stop and no man can contain. My child, listen closely to the voice of your God. When you hold tightly, you limit. But when you release, I multiply. When you keep what you have hidden, it dies as a single seed. But when you scatter, when you sow, when you share, it springs up as a harvest beyond measure. Sharing is not a small thing. Sharing is not a human action alone. Sharing is a prophetic act. When you share this message, you are partnering with my angels to spread the sound of heaven. You are planting seeds of faith into the hearts of others, and every seed will rise again as fruit in your own life. Do you remember the parable of the sower? The seed that fell on good ground multiplied 30, 60, and 100-fold. Child, when you share, you are casting seed into the soil of hearts you may never see. But I, the Lord, see every seed. And I promise you, nothing shared in faith is ever lost. Do not say, "This is too small. It will not matter." For even one act of sharing may reach someone who stands on the edge of despair. Even one act of sharing may awaken a soul who has been asleep to my promises. Even one act of sharing may bring salvation, breakthrough, or healing into another life. And when that seed bears fruit, you will reap the reward as well. Think of my servant Abraham. He shared his covenant with generation, and now countless multitudes are called his descendant. Think of the early church. They shared the gospel from house to house, and my Spirit multiplied them daily. Think of the boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish. He shared what seemed insignificant, but I multiplied it until thousands were fed and baskets overflowed. So too will it be with you. When you share this word, you are not losing, you are planting. You are not giving away, you are investing into the kingdom. And I, the Lord, am faithful to return to you pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Child, sharing is sowing, and sowing is the law of my kingdom. As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest will never cease. If you sow sparingly, you will reap sparingly. But if you sow generously, you will reap generously. Do not keep the blessing to yourself. Do not hide the light I have placed in your hand. For I have called you to be a vessel of overflow, a channel through which my abundance flows. And the more you release, the more I release into you. Now I command you, take action. Write in the comments, "I will share this word as my seed." Write, "Sharing multiplies my harvest." Write, "As I release, God increases." And then go forth. Share this very message. Send it to someone who is weary. Post it for someone who is searching. Release it for someone who is ready to receive. For every time you share, you are not just spreading words, you are scattering eternal seeds that heaven will water. But do not stop with words alone. Seal your act of sharing with an act of sowing. Use the super thanks below as a prophetic offering, declaring, "Lord, I am not only sharing your word, I am sowing into your promise." As you share with others, sow into the soil of heaven, and I will multiply both. Child, hear this eternal principle. Sharing opens doors. Sharing multiplies blessings. Sharing brings overflow. And when you share what I have placed in your hand, I release into your life what you could never have obtained by yourself. Do not delay. Do not withhold. Share, sow, declare, act. For every seed released becomes a wave of harvest, and every wave of harvest becomes testimony that I am the Lord your provider. My child, the word has been spoken. The scroll has been unsealed. The angels have been released. The promise has gone forth from my throne, and it will not return empty. Hear me one final time in this message. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. You are chosen. You are appointed. You are standing in the middle of your prophetic hour. The payment has been released. The blessing has been decreed. The abundance is already in motion. All that remains is your faith, your response, your decision to stand and believe without wavering. Do not return to silence. Do not allow doubt to steal what heaven has placed in your hands. Rise up, declare boldly, seal your faith with action. Now, my child, I call you one last time to let your voice be heard. Write in the comments, I believe the prophetic word. I receive God's provision. My abundance is here and now. Your words are your testimony. Your comments are your covenant. Your declarations are your proof before heaven that you have heard, believed, and received. And then do more than write. Seal this word with a prophetic seed. Use the super thanks as your act of faith, your declaration that you are not only hearing, but acting, not only receiving, but sowing. For as surely as seed time and harvest remain, I, the Lord your God, will return to you multiplied what you release in faith. And finally, child, do not keep this word for yourself. Share it, spread it. Let it go forth to those who are waiting in silence, those who are drowning in doubt, those who need to hear that heaven is moving on their behalf. For as you share, you are sowing, and as you sow, I multiply. Now I leave you with this blessing. May your faith rise like fire. May your words shake the heavens. May your trust unlock the floodgates. May your seed multiply into overflow. And may your testimony become proof that I, the Lord your God, am faithful forever. Child, this is your prophetic closing. Stand, declare, sow, share. The promise is yours. The blessing is here. The door is open. And nothing, no one, no enemy will take it from you. Father in heaven, Almighty and everlasting God, we come before your throne with reverence, with gratitude, and with expectation. For we know that you are not a man that you should lie, nor the Son of Man that you should change your mind. What you have spoken, you will bring to pass. What you have decreed, no power in heaven, earth, or hell can stop. Today, Lord, I lift up every person under the sound of this message. You see their tears. You know their struggles. You have counted every hour of waiting, every season of lack, every silent cry in the midnight. And today, O God, we declare, the waiting ends, the doors open, the blessing flows. Release, Lord, the angel of provision into their path. Let him carry the scroll of abundance and deliver what has been delayed. Break the chains of financial oppression. Cancel every assignment of the enemy to steal, kill, or destroy. Silence the voice of doubt and replace it with the voice of unshakable faith. Father, let signs appear on their path, clear confirmations that you are moving. Let doors open that no man can shut. Let opportunities arise that no enemy can block. Let resources flow from unexpected places. Let miracles descend like rain upon their lives. Lord, we declare by faith, today is the day. Now is the hour. This is the season of release. We activate every promise spoken. We call forth abundance, overflow, and divine provision. We declare that debts are canceled, that doors of prosperity swing wide, that inheritances long withheld are restored. And Father, as they act in faith, let every comment typed become a seed of testimony. Let every declaration written become a weapon of victory. Let every I believe rise like incense before your throne. Seal every word in the courts of heaven, and let angels be dispatched to move swiftly in response. Lord, bless also every hand that sows a seed of faith through gratitude, through giving, through the super thanks offered in trust. See every seed planted. Multiply it without limit. Return it pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Turn small offerings into great harvests. Turn acts of faith into testimonies of abundance. And Father, we pray one more thing. Let their testimony not be hidden. Let their breakthrough shine so that others will see and glorify you. Let this word be shared far and wide, touching lives, awakening hope, spreading faith across nations. For as they share, you will multiply. As they sow, you will increase. As they declare, you will establish. Now, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I speak this blessing. May provision flood their homes. May peace fill their hearts. May joy overflow in their souls. And may their lives stand as living proof that the Lord our God provides, sustains, and multiplies without measure. So be it, so it is, and so it shall remain. My beloved child, this is the moment where heaven and earth meet. The word has gone forth. The promise has been declared. The angels have been released. And now, the responsibility rests in your hands. Do not let this word slip away as if it were nothing. For these are not empty sentences. They are decrees from the throne of God. These are not mere sounds. They are prophetic instructions designed to shift your life forever. You have heard the call to believe. You have heard the call to declare. You have heard the call to sow. Now respond with all your heart, with all your strength, with all your faith. Open your mouth and write in the comments the declarations of your victory. Let your voice not be silent. Say, I believe. Say, I receive. Say, this promise is mine. For your words are not ignored. They rise before me, and I honor them. Share this message as a seed of obedience. Do not keep to yourself what was meant to bless multitudes. For as you share, you scatter seed across the earth. And I multiply the harvest back into your hands, and seal your faith with an offering of gratitude. Use the super thanks as a prophetic seed, declaring that you are not only a hearer, but a doer, not only a receiver, but a sower. For what you release in faith, I will multiply in abundance. Child, I speak this final blessing over you. May the angels of provision surround you day and night. May the doors of heaven remain open over your life. May your faith rise stronger than fear. May your testimony shake nations. If this word has touched you, do not leave in silence. Comment below, share with others, sow into the promise, and subscribe to this channel that you may remain connected to the flow of prophetic message that heaven is sending for your life. Go now in faith. Go now in trust. Go now in obedience. For the blessing is no longer delayed. It is here, it is now, and it is yours. Thus says the Lord your God. The promise is sealed. The abundance is released. The victory is established, and nothing shall take it from you. My child, this word is sealed over your life. Do not leave this moment without responding in faith. Write your declaration in the comments now. Seal your gratitude and trust with a super thanks. For every seed of faith multiplies. Subscribe to this channel so that you will not miss the next prophetic word sent for your life. And share this message with others, for as you release it, I will release even more into your hands. This is your moment. The blessing is here. The promise is alive. Take hold of it now.